Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something really exciting and, honestly, absolutely crucial. We're charting the rise of a brand new emerging career path, right at the heart of the UK's exploding AI industry. You know, AI is literally everywhere right now. But with that massive, explosive growth, well, there comes a massive need for structure, guidance, and safety. So we're unpacking the source blueprint for becoming an AI safety advisor. We'll break down exactly what this role is, why it's suddenly so vital, and we'll maybe see if you might just be the perfect fit for it. Okay, so here's a bold claim for you. Every single organization using AI right now has the exact same blind spot. Do you know what it is? Think about it. Right now, in boardrooms across the UK and really all over the world, there's this, well, it's kind of like a corporate panic, right? A panic to deploy AI, to stay cutting edge, to not get left in the dust by competitors. They are moving so incredibly fast. But in that mad rush, they're completely ignoring the single most important question. What could actually go wrong? They're deploying these super complex systems way too quickly without anyone stepping back to just pause and ask the hard questions. And that missing perspective, that total lack of foresight, that is the universal blind spot. So there's a real tension at play here. It's like a giant tug of war. On one side, you have this dangerous obsession with speed, moving fast to shove a product out the door and automating everything in sight as quickly as possible. But on the flip side, there's a desperate, absolutely critical need for caution, for testing, for checking the risks. And honestly, this is exactly where the AI safety advisor steps in. They are totally the unsung heroes of the tech world right now. They're the one person in the room willing to hit the brakes on the hype train and ask the tough questions nobody else really wants to hear. They literally bridge that huge gap between reckless speed and necessary caution.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the daily reality, what the job actually involves. Now, before a single line of code is pushed out into the real world, an AI safety advisor has to sit down with senior leaders and ask some really fundamental questions. Is this AI use fair? Is it lawful? And perhaps most importantly, is it explainable? Like, can we actually tell our customers exactly how this algorithm arrived at its decision? Has anyone anywhere actually checked the risks before we hit launch? Do the executives really understand the trade-offs they're making? These are heavy, serious questions. And the advisor, they have to be super comfortable holding the line and demanding clear, concrete answers before letting any project move forward.
So how do they actually get those answers? Well, it is an absolute whirlwind of daily activity. First, it starts with reviewing proposed AI use cases, literally sitting down and mapping out exactly what the tech team wants to build. Then, it's a deep dive into checking data protection, ensuring fairness, and triple-checking security protocols. Are the governance issues being handled? Right. Then comes the documentation, writing out clear guidance notes and these comprehensive risk summaries. You're helping teams prep for intense governance meetings, keeping meticulous records of what was decided and why. Plus, you're acting as the ultimate translator, taking wildly complex tech jargon and turning it into plain English for the executives. And finally, the constant follow-up. Because teams will always promise to fix a security flaw, right? But then they get busy. The advisor is the one chasing them down, making absolutely sure it gets done.
Moving right along. Section 2, the grind and the glory. The honest reality of AI safety.
Look, let's be totally honest. This job definitely comes with a grind. It means sitting through some incredibly long meetings. It means staring at policies, writing endless risk logs, drafting governance notes. It's the weary task of constantly double-checking if someone actually did the compliance work they promised to do. It's chasing down evidence, day in and day out. And honestly, the most exhausting part? Constantly hearing eager tech teams ask, "Can we just launch it already?" When you know the answer is still, "No, not yet." You have to hold them back. But you know what? That repetition is totally balanced by the glory. Because by holding them back, you are literally protecting people from unfair or unsafe AI. You're the ultimate safety net, helping massive companies avoid these catastrophic headline-making disasters. You're taking the most complex tech in the world and making it understandable. You get to work in this fast-growing, absolutely vital field where your daily actions have profound real-world impact.
Which brings us to Section 3, the meta twist. Using AI to check AI. Now here is how this all builds into a really practical workflow. Step 1, AI assists. The advisor actually uses AI to do the heavy lifting. The AI handles drafting those endless governance notes, it summarizes the massive technical documents, and it organizes the risk logs. It totally speeds up the administrative grind we just talked about. But step 2, this is the key, the human decides. The human advisor always retains the ultimate responsibility. The human owns the final judgment, The human does the critical checking, and if something looks wrong, the human is the one who handles the escalation to senior management.
And this brilliantly illustrates the core philosophy of the whole job. AI assists, the human decides. It's just such a clean, powerful summary, right? Because no matter how advanced the technology gets, and no matter how much time it saves in drafting or summarizing, the ultimate accountability? You simply cannot outsource that to an algorithm. Human judgment and the human courage to actually stand up and say stop are absolutely irreplaceable.
So let's look at Section 4. Are you the fit? The ideal candidate profile.
Let's dispel a massive myth right out of the gate here. To be an AI safety advisor, you are not required to be a software engineer. Nope, you don't need to know how to code, and you definitely don't need to be a lawyer. Actually, scratch that assumption completely. The people who really excel in this role usually come from backgrounds in policy, compliance, risk management, governance, project support, or even just general office administration. The absolute ideal candidate is someone who is naturally thoughtful, highly organized, and super careful. Basically, if you're the kind of person who loves structure, who insists on seeing the actual evidence, and who prides themselves on careful, measured judgment, well, you already have the exact foundational skills this industry is desperately searching for. So the crucial point is this. If doing this kind of structured, highly impactful work actually appeals to you, there's a direct next step you can take right now. The blueprint we've been exploring today is actually part of a voice-first, interactive taster. To dive deeper, all you have to do is ask the LELAIL platform, start the AI Safety Advisor Taster course. It's an incredible resource, really. And hey, if you decide this is the perfect path for you, the full interactive, voice-first course, which even includes a certification when you finish, is available in over 100 languages at LELAIL.com.
We've seen how organizations are just rushing blindly into the future, and we've seen exactly how an AI safety advisor stands as that crucial, unyielding barrier between rapid innovation and real-world harm. They bring the structure, they ask the really hard questions, and they hold the line. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. As artificial intelligence completely reshapes our world, the most important component isn't actually the algorithm at all. It's the oversight. So, are you ready to be the human in the loop?